Shalom. It's Brother Kosh Kwala coming back at you with another lesson, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who will teach well. Peace of salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. You can see on my screen, I have an article up. This website. This is a pretty good article. Lord willing, I'll drop it in the link below. It's something good for us men to read. This website is called artofmanliness.com. So it's specifically made for men to go on here. This is called the Soldier's Guide. So pretty much MANvotional. I like that. It's MANvotional. You got the word motivational, but this is MANvotional. So this should motivate men, the character of a soldier. So with that being said, I got this script right here, 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 4. It says, "No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier." Now, I stumbled one time on this video. Let me see if I can try to pull it up. This video, I had sent it to a brother in my camp. Her name is Jennifer Molesky. Jennifer Molesky. She has a little page pretty much telling women how to fucking act. I'll tell you that. But she's probably a hypocrite herself. Because I'll tell you one thing that there's some attributes that are going to be mentioned here. Women just don't possess it. So if you look up, literally the title of her thing was, "What is the role of a woman?" And then you see on her screen it says, "Fuck the war out of men." Right. It's some good stuff. Maybe I'll put this link down in the description box below. But that's the job of a woman. Just in a literal sense. When a man comes back home either from work or whatever the fuck, it's like, shut up, open your legs, and that shit, better be moist and ready. But she's pretty much telling women what the hell to do with their man. Now, as a man, that's why I have this MANvotional towards you brothers and towards myself. Well, this is what we are supposed to do and how we are supposed to conduct ourselves. So it says, 2 Timothy 2 and 4, "No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life." Right. It says warreth. So we're in war. Okay. We're in war. Literally, spiritually, all of it. We're in war right now. Okay. By getting this truth, going to the highways and byways, that is a courageous act. And second, to even receive this word, that shows your humility, because the scriptures say, "For many are called, but few are chosen." Very, very few are chosen. But many of these individuals, many people hear this word, but they're too proud to receive it. But us men who are on the highways and byways are humble enough to bow our ear down and listen to what the Lord has to say to us. Therefore, we get the jewels. We get the jewels of the wisdom that the Lord is trying to present to Israel. But he's only giving it to an elect number. So it says, continuing, it says, "That he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier." Okay? And soldiers, yes, most people, when they think of a soldier, they think rough and tough and go to war and shoot shit up. Well, soldiers are humble because they wait, they sit, and they listen. They listen to their next command. They listen to their next order, and then they go and complete the mission for the powers that be, and they listen to them. They don't talk back. They don't talk shit. That's what a soldier does. They take orders and they go execute the orders. That takes a high level of humility to accomplish, and a lot of people ain't fit for the role or fit for the battle. That's why the scriptures also talk about the just loosely paraphrasing when Yahushua is speaking, the harvest is plenteous pretty much, but the laborers are few. It's a lot of work to be done, but there's only a small amount of laborers to go ahead and do this large amount of work. But those are a small amount who shut the fuck up, inclined their ear to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and did what they were told. So MANvotional, the character of a soldier. It says the soldier's guide, you know. It says the character of a soldier, the things you are. All right. I'm going to skip down. I'm just going to get into the characteristics. It says you must be honest because there is absolutely no room in our military world for dishonesty, half-truth, or any other shade in between. That goes back to the scripts where it says, well, there's, let your yea be yea and your nay be nay. There ain't no fucking gray area. Okay? There ain't no gray area. Ain't no half-assing. That's why you go to the book of Revelation. This is a precept that Apostle Tahar loves to bring out, which I'm just going to go ahead and try to get real quick. Okay? Bear with me. Uh, 3 and 16. Okay, this is Revelation chapter 3 and 16. It says, I'll start at 15. It says, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So the Lord is pretty much saying, if you're going to be in this thing and be on fire. If you're not going to be in this thing, then don't be in this thing. Get the fuck on. All right? It says, verse 16, so then because thou art lukewarm, and you know when something's lukewarm, it's like cold and hot here and there, on and off, like a relationship that's on and off. That's a lukewarm relationship. The relationships that are on and off are fucking annoying. To keep it a buck, they're annoying. It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? It's either be together or not be together. Just fucking pick and then just move on with whatever choice we make. But this lukewarm crap is getting annoying. That's how the Lord is. Because we are to build a relationship with the Lord. But if you're on and off with him, hey, bye, hey, I'm back. The Lord is like, man, what the hell are you doing, man? What is this? Be cold or hot. Leave me alone or build a relationship. That's what he's saying. He says, so then because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. You ever had some lukewarm coffee? This shit is disgusting. Lukewarm coffee is disgusting. You'd be ready to spit that out. Lukewarm coffee is disgusting. That's what it's like to the Lord when you're lukewarm, when you're not on fire. Okay? Lukewarm. Indecisive. You know what indecisive reminds me of? A feminine characteristic. If you're indecisive, it means you're hesitant. It's an effeminate characteristic. So don't be lukewarm. The Lord hates it. Like I said, lukewarm coffee is disgusting. That's why people get some scalding fucking hot coffee or they get an iced coffee. It's either hot as hell or cold. One of the two. Not lukewarm. Not no room temperature ass coffee. That is disgusting. Hey, I'm going to keep it a buck. If you drink that, there's something wrong with you. All right? So going back to this art of manliness, the characteristics and attributes of a soldier, which we are to be during this time because we are in a time of war. It says you must be honest because there's absolutely no room in military world for dishonesty, half-truth, or any shade in between. So it says, and I'm a kind of alter it a little bit. It says absolutely no room in our military. There's absolutely no room in the body to be a dishonest, half-truthful, shady-ass individual. We don't got time for it. Bros don't got time for that. Okay, so let's keep going. And like I said, I read these paragraphs. There's some good stuff in it. I'm gonna put the link in the description box below. Y'all brothers can read it for yourself. But I'm gonna go and read the bolds of it. Some good stuff. It says, as a soldier, you may be called to be courageous in many ways. That's why the scriptures tell you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and get it in the book of Joshua. All right, Salakia. There it is. In the book of Joshua, I'm gonna go 1 and 8. No, Salakia, 1 and 6. Really can read all of that. Joshua 1 and 6, it says, be strong and of good courage, for unto this people shalt thou divide for an inheritance the land which I swear unto their fathers to give them. Now let's skip down to verse 9. It says, have I not commanded thee? Be strong and of good courage. This is a commandment to be strong and of good courage. And a soldier is strong and of good courage. It says, be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy power is with thee whithersoever thou goest. So I'm gonna keep it a buck. I've been going through my straits, just like everybody be going through their straits. Your flesh wants to panic, your flesh wants to bitch up, but the spirit would be like, your spirit, if you in the spirit, you'd be like, shit, it's gonna be straight. Got, negative $30 to your name, and no gas in no gas in your tank, but you got to drive an hour and some change to work. Don't know how you're gonna get down there. Don't know how you're gonna get back, but you say, I'll be straight. That's what a soldier is, because he knows that the Lord is on his side. You know what I'm saying? He knows that the Lord is on his side. Matter of fact, now that I mentioned that the Lord is on his side, let's get a precept to that. See, that's one thing I've been trying to practice, and it's one thing that the elder brothers here in our camp has been pushing us. Every little thing you think of or see, you should have a precept to it. Sometimes in our camp, we have a word of the day. And sometimes Bishop or Tazwan will ask, okay, say the word is, I don't know, let's say, for this sake, soldier. Does the brother have a precept for the word soldier? 2 Timothy 2 and 4 should pop up. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. You should, boom, have a precept to every little thing. So even when you're talking and you say certain things, it should trigger precepts in your mind. Just like what I said here. You're not worried because the Lord is on your side. It automatically made me think of Psalm 118:6. It says, the Lord is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do unto me? So if you're going through some hardships, fuck it. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. If you really truly believe the Lord is on your side, why should that hinder you? Why should adversity hinder you? There's a brother in my camp, Zakaria, near and dear to me. Shalom, brother, near and dear to me. He always brings out Ecclesiasticus, the 2nd chapter, because it specifically in that chapter it says, when thou art brought to a low estate, be of good, have patience, okay, when thou art brought to a low estate. This is supposed to happen. We ain't supposed to be pompous and proud and be on a high fucking pedestal in this society. We're learning to be humble. So that's why the Lord puts us through things. Okay? Yes, brother, you are humble. All right? You are. We all have an attribute of humility, some more than others, but we all are humble. And you have to continue to practice the humility, okay, to the best of your ability and become more humble and more humble and more humble. You can never be too humble. That's when brothers be out with each other, opening the door. No, brother, you go, brother. No, brother. Me go, man. Trying to out humble each other. We're just trying to get coins and stuff in the spirit with humility. Humility is the best thing because that's how the Lord can deal with you better. That's how the Lord can deal with you better. There's brothers who've been in this truth 10, 20, 30 years because of the humility has kept him in. You see that? You see that? Okay. So going back to this MANovation, I love this, man. That's good, man. MANvotional or MANvotional. Okay. I like that, man. It says, as a soldier, you may be called on to be courageous in many ways. So we got scripts for that. All right. We pulled out scripts for this one too. So let's keep it moving. Like I said, y'all can read this on your own time. It says, soldiers who have displayed this kind of courage were able to do so because of their quality, because of another quality. What is it? Self-control. So what's a scripture that comes to mind? It automatically pops up to 2 Peter. Okay? Automatically pops up to 2 Peter. Let's start at verse 5. It says, and besides this, given all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to your virtue knowledge, and to knowledge temperance. That's self-control. Temperance is self-control. I know a brother in my camp who loves this specific word in this specific script. The officer of Rock, okay, in the Atlanta camp. 2 Peter 1 and 6, he always breaks down the word temperance. It says, into knowledge temperance, into temperance patience, into patience godliness. So let's just get this word temperance real quick. All right. In the Greek,
Strong's G 1466, ekratia.
Ekratia. There you go. Self-control. You know, I'm going to have to zoom in on that. Self-control. You see that? It says the virtue of one who masters his desires and passions. Boom. You put things, that's how you put things on the back burner. Brothers be fasting from social media. Brothers be fasting from food and water. Brothers be fasting from certain things and cutting certain things out in their lives. Okay? Sometimes you got to make a whole change. Sometimes, hey, you know, you may have to cut individuals off and fast from them. Fuck it. You know, if they're hindering your way with your relationship in the Lord, screw them. Practice temperance, self-control, and cut it off. Okay? So that's why we started off with 2 Timothy 2 and 4, that no man warreth entangling himself with the affairs of this life. He cuts it off. That goes to a house, clothes, money, women, don't fucking matter, man. If it's hindering you, cut it off. Goodbye. Because nothing in this world matters except this word, except this truth, except Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Everything else is null and void. That's why King Solomon wrote a whole book of Ecclesiastes for us. He says everything is vanity and vexation of spirit. It's like that one song, nothing even matters. Nothing really doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this truth and getting the hell up out of Babylon when it gets destroyed. So you shouldn't have no affairs of this life. And really, when you first think of affairs of life, what do you think of first? A woman. You see these boxers, when they go into their training camp, they don't deal with women throughout the training camp. They put them on the back burner because they got a fight coming up, because they're about to go to war. So I ain't got time for a woman. I ain't got time to think about it. So don't entangle yourself with the affairs of this life. And that goes into, if you have a job that overworks you, you better find something. Find something that fits around the truth schedule, not the truth fitting around your work schedule. That's an affair of this life. Because we ain't going to be working 9 to 5s in the kingdom. I don't know what you heard. You see what I'm saying? We got a precious thing that has been given to us. Therefore, we have to cultivate. We have to be farmers and plant this and grow it within us. And we can't have anything hindering us. Okay? So self-control, that's temperance. Let's move on to the next one. It says another quality that all good soldiers have is decency. You know, that goes into being polite, communication. That's Hebrews the 13th chapter. Do good and communicate. That's a sacrifice to the Lord that's well pleasing. Okay, you have to have the decency to say something to somebody, even when a brother's going off and you have to correct. You have to have the decency to say something. If you don't got the decency to say something, you're not a decent person. Let's keep it moving. It says all these qualities are important parts of a good soldier's character, but the quality that all of our great soldiers have had, the quality that gave meaning to all their other virtues, is conviction of purpose. That means understanding your purpose, understanding your role. If there's one thing that a man understands, it's his purpose. Nobody else can understand a man's purpose but a man. It says this means that these soldiers fought well and are able to endure hardships of war because they were convinced that what they were doing was right. So if someone don't think what you're doing is right, but you know the truth, fuck them. If someone is saying something other than what the real truth is, fuck them. Because we know what the deal is. It tells you that in 1 Corinthians. I want to say it may be 1st or 2nd Corinthians. Let me check real quick. It might be 1 Corinthians, 8th chapter. Yeah, you can read 1 Corinthians, the 8th chapter. It says 8 and 4, it says, as concerning therefore the eating of those things that are offered into sacrifice unto idols, we know that an idol is nothing in the world, and that there is none other power but one. That is a good script to understand that our conviction of purpose. All right, that we're fully convinced of what the real is. What's another good one? Let's look it up. Oh yeah, the classic, Romans 3 and 3. Romans 3 and 3. It says, for what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Verse 4, God forbid. That means hell no. It says there. So when it says God, it means no. So hell no. So if they don't believe, okay, that's fine. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Doesn't stop a missile from coming and burning your ass apart. Doesn't stop the chip from coming and it don't stop nothing. It don't stop these earthquakes in diverse places. It doesn't stop the famine and diseases coming that are really already here. So if you don't believe, really you're an idiot and you don't see anything going on. That goes into when people don't believe in the prophets. You got a lot of people walking around here saying that they hate prophets. They'll say it to their face. Now, I've seen it at the highways and byways. Shit, you might get it in your own household. Your own household will say they hate you. Going on to your maybe your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, because you got this truth. Shit, your own wife. Well, guess what you say? Okay, what the fuck ever. Doesn't stop this shit from. Doesn't stop not shit. Salaki. It doesn't stop these prophecies from happening. So I can give a damn if you don't like me or not. That don't stop nothing. So I don't care because I know what the real is. So verse 4 says, God forbid, yeah, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar. As it is written, thou that mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. Because it says justify in thy sayings because we are speaking the words of the Lord. Our conduct, how our actions, what we speak, how we talk, is via the scripts, making us what? Blameless. So what can you really say? That's why it says might is overcome when thou art judged. A lot of people ain't going to overcome judgment because either they hated, they didn't believe, whatever it was, they disrespected the prophets, whatever it was, they ain't going to overcome. And the ones who are overcome is just going to be the ones who've been reacting like, okay, well, we'll see. That's 1 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter. We'll see. Your works be tried. We'll see. Someone got to be right at the end of the day. And we are fully convinced, as soldiers of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, we are fully convinced that we are right because we know the Lord is right, because that's who we follow. So that's a big one right there. Conviction of purpose. That is a big attribute of a soldier. So having decency, a conviction of purpose, self-control, being courageous, not being shady or showing half-truth. These are big attributes of being a soldier, okay? And these are what we have to embody, okay? This is the MANvotional for tonight. The character of a soldier, you know? So Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Achakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. Brother Kasha Qual until the next time. Shalom.